All right, guys, wrapping up week 5 of the fantasy season. Figured I'd go through everything, show where everyone's standings are at, who's on the outside looking in, and who's ready to make some noise. So we're going to go check these standings right now and see what it looks like. All right, so in the East Conference, we got Brian in first at 4-1. We got Grant at second at 4-1. We got myself at 3-2 in third, and then we got Austin in fourth at 2-3. Crispy and Ian Morton both rounding off the last spots at 1-4 each. So they definitely their playoff chances are definitely waning, but a nice surge could definitely get you back in the push. So let's go. Let's keep it going, guys. And then over here we got Gondek at 4-1. We got Mason at 4-1. Casey at 3-2. Todd at 2-3, and then Evan and Tyler both at 1-4. So again, on the outside looking in a little bit for the last two guys there, but hey, a couple of good surges, a couple win streaks. Those guys can get back in action. As far as most points scored, because that's also a category for our payout. We got Mike, Brian, and Mason rounding out the top 3. So good luck to you guys. It's all pretty close. A couple of good weeks from anybody could really, put you in the conversation. And then really, points against, man. I mean, Grant has got, and Mason both have got a lot scored on them. Not a lot scored on them. So that's always a good sign. And then we got the most points against Austin and Todd and Tyler Casey there. Austin, that's rough, man. 687 points scored against you, and still hanging on to a 2-3 record. So cool to see there, about how we can kind of shape up and kind of see what it looks like. So we do have a little bit of action on the waiver report. We have Mason adding Zach Ertz. I like that. It's an interesting pickup with Dallas Goedert out. I went ahead and added A.J. Dillon after I had a nice week or two. And then we got Will Fuller getting dropped, adding a Darrell Williams. And then we got Brian adding Devontae Booker. So that's a nice sleeper pickup. He's been doing pretty well over in New York. We'll take a look at the scoreboard for this coming up week. We got Evan versus myself in a showdown here. We got Gondek and Grant, 2 4-1 teams going against each other. That should be really fun to see. We got some of the projected leaders, Eckler and Jones for Grant, and then we got Brady, Harrison, Hill should put up some decent points there for Mike. So cool. This kind of gives you guys a little outlook. We got Tyler and Brian, Mason and Ian Morton, Todd and Austin. That should be a good matchup. A couple of 2 and 3 teams going at it, and then we got Casey and Crispy going at it. So a couple people looking to catch some wins here. Wrapping up week 5. We did have a couple of good contests. I barely edged out Ian there, thanks to Justin Herbert going off at 49. We have Grant edged out Crispy with Eckler and Jonathan Taylor leading the way. Brian with an absolute explosion, 204 points. We got Lamar and Mark Andrews combined for 90 points, and then Devontae with almost 40, so that was pretty awesome. Gondek blew out Casey with Brady and Brown and Pitts going off. And then we got Todd edging out Tyler with Josh Allen with a nice 41 points and Chase Claypool showing up. And then we got Mason beating Evan, and that's we got Mike Williams who's having a fantastic year, and then Mahomes and Jefferson. So that's rounding out the winners. So all right, guys, that's kind of how things are looking so far. There's a couple different options that we can kind of check out on this main page, and so. Oh, got a little ad here. Okay, that's annoying. So don't forget to check out the page, look at everything around, see kind of where you're at, where you can be active on the waiver wire, and what you can do to make sure your lineup is always set. So I'm going to make a little bit of moves here, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and good luck next week. I'll get you guys back in a couple weeks. We'll check out about the halfway point of the season, see where everyone's at, and hopefully we can make a move for some of this prize money, man. So good luck to everybody, and we'll catch you next time.